we've been talking about the receiver position, and 54 is a funny thing because 54 puts you in a position where now you're waiting and hoping that somebody you like falls to you. Right?
Yeah.
It's not like an early first round or second round pick where you can kind of move up a couple spots. This is deep in the queue. This is deep. Yeah. This is nosebleed seats when it comes to that. If we decide that we want a receiver, is it better served that we take that pick with maybe something else in a player and try to position ourselves to get a Stefon Diggs? Or are you comfortable enough that you could take a tier 2 guy in free agency and then wait to whoever falls to you at pick number 54 in the second round?
So for this argument's sake, let's say that Stefon Diggs was on an option. Let's say that they said if you give us your second round pick in G-New, because that's the hot name that everybody like to throw out, right, we'll make the trade. You got to ask yourself two things. Is Stefon Diggs play better than anybody that I'm going to get in the second round at 54? That's the first question you got to ask. A lot of people will say, yeah. Even though he kind of fell off a little bit at the end of last year, people will say, yeah, probably. And is it worth giving up? Because right now we really are stacked at the DB room, and we can say we got 3 good corners, that can lock guys up man to man. Are you saying to yourself that if we get rid of G-New, the third guy that comes in there now, is he able to also keep that same productivity? If the answer is yes, then you absolutely make that trade. I think that when I look at it, like in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I would like Diggs, but like I say, is he gonna fit? Like Diggs is a guy that wants the ball a lot. Like I want the ball. Like look for me. He'll argue with the coach. Like, is it worth it? Is he that good? Is he still going to be that good? I know he's probably 30 now. Is he still going to be that same guy? That's something that you got to think about. But I just think about the young guys. I'm looking at some names looking at some 40 times. I don't think the kid from Georgia, Lab McConkey, going to be there. He ran a 4.39, which is crazy. Xavier Leggett, he ran 4.39, so he probably ran his way in the first round. Troy Franklin, he ran a 4.41, so he probably ran his way into the first round. So, now I'm looking at a guy like Roman Wilson. That's the guy that you got to look at, Roman Wilson.
Michigan.
The kid, he plays slot, which is something that you need. He ran a 4.39, so he got some speed, and I think that he can develop into something good. Now, that's the key word right there, develop. Obviously, we haven't done a great job ever developing wide receivers outside of maybe what's my dude, Josh
Gordon.
Josh Gordon. So
and they couldn't keep him out of trouble.
Yeah. So this ultimately falls on the wide receivers coach. Like, do you trust that he can develop a great talent to make him become somebody? Yeah, we talk about Puka. Yeah, we could have got Puka, but you got to ask yourself, do you think if Puka came to the Cleveland Browns, he would still be the same Puka? Do you think we would develop him into becoming that Puka? That's the thing that I'm not 100% sure. So that's why I say I'm more comfortable with them making those trades. A guy that's already been developed by a good wide receivers coach. Not throwing shade at our receiver coach at all, but I'm saying a guy that's been developed, that's been in the league, that's got some experience, that knows how to win routes, that knows how to get open. Like, those are the type of guys you need. I'm not 100% sure on the development of our wide receiver.
And let me just ask you this question, because you can give us a unique insight into it. When you go into rookie camp and when you go into camp and you're going to get some of the receivers, what is some of the things? What is the uphill battle that the receivers have to coming in, making a major dent in the roster and making a major, just adding something to what they're going to do offensively? Because to me, it's very rare for a receiver to come in and make an impact like that, especially given the fact that they're coming from college. What's some of the obstacles that they face?
Well, when coming in rookie minicamp, it's gotta be obvious. Like, you gotta come in there and be like, nobody here can hold me. Like, these is y'all people that y'all drafted, like, they not good. And then when you get to OTAs and you start going up against some of the veterans, you need some of them older corners to be like, oh, hey, this dude nice. Yeah, who this? This dude actually nice. then obviously it translates to the game. You know, if you this is the thing. It's a lot of help that goes on. Like for me as a DB, when I was in Seattle, you know, you had Doug Baldwin's and Jermaine Kearse like, hey, bro, look, do this. Like, grab me here. Like, if I'm this how you know I'm about to run this route. Like, I'm gonna do this. Like, you got that. So the exact same thing goes on the flip side. If you're a young receiver and you're going up against a corner, he gonna tell you how to beat certain guys. He gonna tell you what beats him, you know, because he wants to see you be good. And if you can take those things, then when you get to those preseason games and you put that on tape and you starting to get that separation and stuff like that, like that's when it's like, all right, we can actually really use this guy. So I think those are some of the challenges. Obviously, the playbook is going to be extensive, but I think for any Cleveland Browns that they draft, like any receiver that comes in or anybody that comes into the program, it's the perfect time because the playbook is about to change. So everybody's learning the new playbook at the same time. Whoever learns it the fastest gets on the field the fastest. So I think that's something that you got to look into. But look, I'm cool with. Like I said, I'd rather them trade because I think that's Andrew Berry's strong suit. But if you telling me that they're going to get somebody in the second round that's a can't-miss guy, then I think you can go with that.
We got a comment here, Earl the Pearl. What's up, man? Just look at the Water Football latest second round mock, and there's like 5 or 6 mock to be drafted before the Browns make their first pick. I think a lot of people is nervous about that. I think if we were in the first round, I think we would be more likely to take a guy, like because we feel like he could contribute to day one. But I'm starting to move on to the theory in my Operation Stockpile is that. We're gonna have to add these picks up like Transformers or Voltron and go get us a nice receiver, man. Listen. Does anybody know Devontae Adams' number? Devontae, hit me up.
They say he going to the Jets.
Hit me up, Devontae. 112 people here. Make sure you hit that like button too. Make sure you hit that like button. So listen, we got a competition going. Listen, right now, I got Quincy. He's been on Friday. We got Tyvis Powell. We in here. He came to the building. If you want to see more of Tyvis Powell on the show, hit the number 2s. Put the 2s in there. 2 is the ultimate safety number. 2, if you got the number 2 as a safety, you cold. You
as a DB period.
You are that guy.
You that dude for sure.
Put the 2s in the comment section if you really enjoy Tyvis. And if we got enough of him, we'll bring him back on. 114 people in here as always, man. We want to appreciate it. Thank you guys for checking out. I told you, Tyvis, when you came on, the fastest 30 minutes in all of sport. It's hard to get all this stuff
somebody in the comment was like, y'all need to make this 60 minutes.
I told her, I said, 60 minutes. Listen, the people on 60 minutes was getting it done for a lot more than the 60 minutes we talk about now playing with. Shout out to everybody.